Hello again, and welcome back to our tutorial series on card magic. Yesterday I got in, I had a little glass of wine, and I had a really nice duck breast actually, but I had a glass of wine and I was a little bit drunk, and I was really happy because I'd had loads of views on my video from the day before, which is still getting loads of views. It's had like another 100 since last night. Super duper. Today I'm actually going to put up that tutorial for the Hindu shuffle. My internet, I'm just looking at the bars now, is totally dead. Someone's killed it, so this might not go up till tomorrow. We'll see. And I've still got my cold, so soon you'll actually get to hear what my voice sounds like. But for now, I'm going to show you some Hindu shuffling, and then I'm going to go. I took some freeze frames, so we're going to go through the freeze frames, and I can show you exactly how my hands are. Whee! Alright then guys, so this is what a fair Hindu shuffle looks like. By the way, I should probably have said this a million times before, but there's two types of shuffle. There's genuine shuffles, and also there are false shuffles. And when I say genuine, I want you to know that that means that the deck gets completely mixed. Hindu shuffle is sort of a bit of a 50-50 when it comes to that. Purely because all the way through the shuffle, right until the very end, what you're actually doing is you're retaining the bottom card the whole way until that point when you lose it. But what you could do is you could catch a break, you see, just there. And then I want you to notice as well that my break is hidden by my right hand contacting the deck, which makes everything look, as long as you square up, it makes it look nice and fair. But let's get into this Hindu shuffle. So the way it works is I hold the deck in my right hand out like so. I peel small packets off the top and I let them drop into mechanic's grip in my left hand. I even called it bicycle grip last night, I seem to remember. So, and when I'm doing this, by the way, all I'm doing is I'm just rippling the cards like so. That's all it is. I'm not like trying to be clever or showing off or anything. So we're just taking small packets from the top of the deck, and what that does all the way through is it retains the bottom card until the very last moment. So if you did want to use this as a force, you would wait until your spectator said stop, or invite somebody to say stop. As soon as they say stop, you would freeze exactly where you are. Now, if this was going to be fair, you would give them that card, which would in most cases be a random card, unless you'd controlled it. But what you do is when they say stop, you turn over the packet where you've retained the bottom card. Now, because this all happens so quickly, it's very confusing to the spectator, and they will just take your word for it that that is a random card, and that's what we're going for because we want to force it. So, I'll go more over the sort of mind reading thing again after, just to be doubly sure. But you can keep doing that little force all day, and all you're doing is the Hindu shuffle. It's very bare basics. Taking packets from the top, retaining the bottom, and then showing that to be the selected card when somebody calls stop. Now, there is a slightly more complicated way of doing this. As I said, if they were to pick the card off the top, say in this position, that would be a random card. But there is a way to have this 5 of hearts. Now this involves like a pincer move. So what I tend to do is I'll pincer here. Now that's going to be really hard to show you, but as soon as this packet comes off the top with this 5 of hearts, all I do is I pick it up as I peel a packet off the top of the deck again. So there I've picked up that packet, and then as soon as anybody calls stop, I would drop it on top and I'd give them the 5 of hearts. I'll go through that one more time just so you're sure. So what we would do is we would peel that packet off the top, instantly pick it up in this sort of Hindu pincer style move. As soon as someone says stop, you drop it on top, as fair as that, and then they would end up with our force card, the 5 of hearts. Now if you just wanted a card fairly selected, the way to do this would be just to go through and offer them the top card without using any kind of pincer move or any kind of sleight of any kind. Now, the other thing to mention is that force where the card finishes here in this position on top of this pile, that is, if you don't do any moves at all, any sleights, that is a fair selection of cards, and also it looks very nice. It's very even, it's very fair. and that is also one of the benefits of doing this Hindu shuffle, is that it does look very fair and it does look very real, and also all of the moves are hidden by the deck if you do them correctly. So that will mean that no one will suspect any foul play, if you see what I mean. So that is the Hindu shuffle. Just so you can see it a little bit clearer, I'm just going to show you how I drop that 4 of hearts there. So that would be like that. Do that again. So all I do is I pick that up like so, and then when someone calls stop, I drop it. And that's how you control a card using the Hindu shuffle. I'm really enjoying making these videos, and I hope that you're enjoying watching them. I am getting some fairly good response on some of the videos, and I just plan to be as in-depth as I can. So now I've taken a few stills and I'm going to just go through them with my hand positioning so that you can get a closer look at what it is I'm actually doing with my hands. Thank you very much, guys. Hello, so as you can see in this clip, I've got my 3 fingers up the one side of the deck, my thumb supporting the other side, and my finger at the front in mechanics grip. In a second, my hand's going to come in and take the bottom of the deck, peeling off a top pile back into mechanics grip, and then all I do is I replace that pile underneath as I take another pile from the top of the deck, and you can see where my fingers are there. It's all sort of in this pincer motion, but that's essentially the very basic workings of the Hindu shuffle.